Right everybody, so we've come back to a nice little place where I found a cigarette sign. You've seen it on registrations, you've seen it on the last video. We are missing Rusty and Nicola this week. Oh well, we'll have what they don't find, eh? Well, they don't find a lot anyway. And Steve identifies everything wrong, so...
As Stephen Taylor told us last night.
Yeah, Stephen Taylor, our friend, said to us last night that it was just best ringing in. So, yeah, so we'll see what we find. We'll come back to you in a minute. You'll kill me.
What do you think?
Ooh. Ooh.
What have you got? Show the camera.
You can't beat a Swiss Army knife. There you go, guys. Second pull. Swiss Army knife. This is why I like this place. It's just quality and quantity. Look at that. Nice clean up job on that. And it's another one to have. Always worth having a Swiss Army knife. Some kind of bar there, look. Some screws must have been mounted on a wall at one time. Like a lightning rod or something, I don't know.
Must have been a train bridge.
Found that. It looks like an Allen key on the end. Just found that. I don't know. Unusual.
And one of them crocodile clips. A little electrical clip. Found that. Not too sure what that is. It's a bit.
Morning, mate.
I'm here! I'm here!
Like and subscribe!
Subscribe!
Oh, at the moment it's more like and subscribe.
Look! Just found a pirate's sword, look. No, it's an old, that would have been on a piece of wood. And it's for cutting the grass. Still wouldn't like it swung at me, though. Nice little find there, that. Nice little find. Okay, so I've just pulled out a Bowie knife, guys. And I've got lots of these at home, but that one's a bit worse for wear. There's nothing left of it, look. So we've just had that. I think that's a latch, like a tension latch that you pull back once you've, like off a ratchet or something, I think. With that spiky bit, which I think is part of an old file. We've had that. Again, a lot of railway stuff in here by the looks of it, so could be something off the railways.
I just pulled up that waist, and yeah, that was heavy. So yeah, look at that. That's heavy, that is, and whatever that is. It looks like a pipe. But I know it's not. So, but yeah, that was heavy.
It's a little old cupboard hinge here, look guys. Go decorative that is. I'd definitely say it's quite old because I don't put effort into stuff like that no more.
Is it as old as Rusty?
I think probably about 10 years younger than Rusty, this one here. But it's not as rusty as Rusty.
And it's got some style.
And it's got a bit of style and it turns up. Sorry bro.
I'm really into archaeology and do
wow.
underwater archaeology and a diver and stuff, but I've never thought to use, like that's smart, yeah, like the big magnets with the ropes.
Yeah, if you go to a company called Online Magnets on Google, you'll get these magnets. I mean, you can pay from £40 up to £200.
Oh, just pulled out an hinge.
Hinge.
Capital H.
For door.
It's a hinge.
And we can't go the day without a spoon.
It's only a little one now, mate. It's only a
Only a
teaspoon.
little
I pull it with a dinner spoon.
Little dinner
You're a
spoon.
bigger spoon than Marie.
I'm a bigger spoon.
You've got a bigger spoon than me. And it's funny,
That's a feeding cage.
feeding cage
It's a
and
bird cage for Nicola.
blue.
Don't think because you're off hill you're going to get away with it.
It's a bird cage for Nicola.
So yeah. Perfect.
So we've just pulled a, well I have, just pulled a small bowl to a cup. So that'll clean up nice, that will guys. Nice, I like things like this. So the frames with an old hacksaw. Told you I'll get the bigger spoon. There you go. And metal pole. And just the normal muck. Yeah. Old spoon. Just a normal cheap spoon.
Just found some a foot peg
Area
for
right
boy.
here can be really horrible estate. Perfect place to fish.
A little bit of a knife.
Not a place you want to live.
So do you do this regularly?
Another foot peg.
Every weekend? Yeah, you
And-
you've got to get the strap match and like that.
Hobnail boot.
Hobnail boot again.
Yeah, we're out on Saturday this week.
That little
we travel
all-night
like 20 doing it.
thing.
Yeah,
or bracket.
I've been doing it for
Maybe.
3 years now.
No.
I've got the biggest
And another blankety blank mic.
all on YouTube, but yeah.
What do you do with all the stuff?
That all
knob.
piled over there, and I like the strap mount.
Got a key.
So for him it's free metal.
Got some
Last
pinchers.
one, about 3/4 of a ton.
And I didn't show you my pocket watch, did I?
Over a ton. And at £320 a ton, you don't have problems getting strap mount and things like that. It's free money for that.
So there we have. There you can see it. This reminds of an old gauge or a pocket watch that is. Take it back and clean it up, see what it is.
What you
So I
got?
just pulled up a little bit of crud, but I'm thinking it could be part of a flower, but it's got the handle would have been here. That was my imagination. The striker would have been here, and the barrel would have been along there. I don't think it is, but I'll take it back and we'll clean it, see if there's any writing on it. But that did come out of a clump of crud, so I've brought the crud open.
Always best to check your crud.
Always best. I mean, it could be something totally different, but we'll take it back in case.
Just found a bike light. There you go. I think that's some part of a tool, by the looks of it. There we go. Oh. There you go. That was stuck in the silt, that was. Yeah, pulled up a bike. So, pulled up some keys and that. I don't know if that's, it looks like some wheels. I could be wrong. Some wheels off a little toy, maybe. And yeah, whatever that is. So, yeah. Typical fork. And it's off a bike. Look at that for a knock. fucking chain. Oh. Again. Thank you, Powell. What a beautiful horseshoe again. Pulling out loads of horseshoes lately. Oh yeah, take that back. An old tape recorder out of the car. Ooh, this should be doing me on. There we go. And look, another horseshoe.
We've got looks like some kind of axle where the wheels would have gone on the end. This is just some squiggly scrap. Oh, the bow plaque. The bow plaque.
Yeah.
So I've just found my first boat plaque. I don't know if you can make that out. That is Thames Conservancy, 1925. Nice little find that. And we've got available until 31st of December, which I think they all 31st of December. So it's a private pleasure vessel. I think that unfortunately would have been the remains of an old sign, but can't see nothing on it.
And a pair of pliers.
Oh, that's an old bicycle or what? It's a bit robust, but I don't know, that's off.
Bit of old bike.
Whatever that is. But that off a push bike.
Ben's just pulled up that. A little bit of flirtly. Nice bit of spot.
Thank you.
Look at that. So I found the lock with the actual key in it. Sorry, I've gone off the camera there. I found the actual key in it. Hang on. I wonder if I can... It's loose, but I don't want to... I'll get that out of the town. Look
That's
after
a big key as well.
Look at that. That is a nice piece of history, Harry, if I can get that out. I come up like that, so that's good. Hey!
Stored out an old spine.
Big square pin there, look guys. Big square pin. Another little pin. A lot of this coming out today, Riverside stuff. Oh, get over.
No bite lock. I found a big shovel.
Hey, Nicholas.
I found a little shovel now. I found a big shovel and a little one. I'll save that for you, Nicola. I've got one as well.
I've got a hobnail boot here.
Your key was bigger than mine though.
Little hobnail boot, look.
And I've just found the same as Glenn.
That's come on, man.
My key's little.
It's in his and hers.
And his and hers. That's mad.
Another shovel. And a hammer. Another one of them drawer handle things from last week.
I bet you're all dressed up, ain't you, Steve? Looking dapper for him.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
You got a dribble coming out the back, mate.
It's heavy, it must be full of water.
Yeah, it's coming out the back, look.
Oh.
You have to wait for the video.
That's right for the video. That's all stone. You know what that is?
There's something in it.
It's a grenade, I bet you.
What they call a kettle grenade.
The handle's breaking.
You can't take it home until you know what's in it.
Hold on.
Lift it up from the lid.
Yeah. Bash your lip.
So we just found this bucket, guys. You probably just seen me put it out, actually. I've emptied the water out, but there's something in it. It could be a stone, I don't know. But how would a big stone get in there? So, unfortunately, it's a bit far gone for restorations. It's falling to bits, so I shall leave this here, unfortunately. If this was a bit more solid, I'd have brought it back home, but yeah, so there's definitely something in there. I'm just trying to get in there now, so you know what, I'm just going to whack it open.
It's got it open, but we
So
ain't
how
sure,
would that go in there?
we ain't sure what's in it. What the?
It's a lid off something.
That's
It's a
too heavy.
security lid.
What's that?
Yeah, it's like a safe, floor safe lid. That's where the lock probably would have gone. I think it's a floor safe lid.
Why?
What? What's that doing in a
Why?
jug,
Doing it
in the water?
jug.
Why?
To weigh it down.
But why?
Maybe there was something else in there living that went in there.
Oh,
There you go, mystery solved.
show about the bucket.
It is.
But we won't go into that.
Curiosity killed me bucket. So, just pulled up a knife. See? No, just going mad because he's pulling spoons and knives up. But yeah, so I think it's one of them I'm not going to get to clean up, but we'll take it back in case. Ooh. Old school screwdriver there, look. It's got a brass bit, wooden handle, screwdriver, very old. Part of an old bike thing, I think. I don't know, we'll see. Get that. No, belt buckle. Off a belt or off a shoe. Oh, that is. We had an old wheel trim earlier, guys, I forgot to show on the camera. There you go.
This chain. And a padlock.
So this is Elijah.
Hi.
And he's walking past with his mum today and he saw us and he's asked if we can have a go magnet fishing, which we have. It's all controlled, so Elijah's been magnet fishing before with his dad, so he knows what he's doing. I'm standing here with him, so come on then Elijah, let's see what you can get. Always wear your gloves. Another one. What do you think it is? When you throw your magnet out, don't stand on your rope or else it'll pull you in with it. Okay? So always keep your rope to the side here, look.
You have to fall all of our both ones.
Yep.
You'll be famous on
Just
YouTube,
stop.
Elijah.
Yeah, lots and lots of nails. Had a
Oh,
pair
is that a magnet?
Yes.
Oh!
Vision to make it so easy to let go. Now I'm all alone, and the shows are deafening. So I walk with the devil.
As a present from me,
Yeah.
to you and your mum, right?
You
Got
found that?
I found that earlier, so I'm going to give this to Elijah as a thank you for meeting him. And he can take that home. His dad's going to have to clean it up for him, paint it black and put it on the wall, yeah?
She found something cupcake first.
That's a cement, isn't it? Cement one.
But sometimes people use it for cake.
They do, it's an hard cake.
And a little troll.
Hey, my knife.
I think it's for cement.
Let me move this over that side there.
And lots of scrap. Some kind of wheel off something.
Wait, there's another piece over there.
Oh, look at that for a lure, fishing lure. Look at the size of that. For a fishing lure.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going
It's a
to
big one. It's a big one.
Can we get these bits off?
Look. Right, just because I've had the sausage roll, I've got these here, right at my feet. Look, right at my feet. Look at him. But yeah, look at them after my sausage. I'm going to have to give them some of the pastry and look at this. But there's one over there. They keep chasing off, so I'm going to go down and give this poor little one, who they keep pushing off, I'm going to give him some. There you go, mate. But these two here, look at him. What? What do you want? You want some more? Look. I think I've got two little pets now. Well, yeah, I mean, there's my feet. And they've come right up. But, oh, bless them. So I'm having a bit of pastry, ain't ya? They will actually take it out your hand, look. Won't ya? How about?
Hey?
Old bolt. And a piece of pipe. Slots into another one by the looks of it. And I found an old knob.
I'm going to push you in.
Look at that. That's absolutely brilliant. That's brilliant, that is. But here's the other side. That hole there, as you can see, that half there is missing. So it's a keeper, at least. Oh, look at that. I love it. Ooh.
So I just found a cylinder out of a car. We reckon it could be to a Mini. We found a razor blade.
nice. I did have to check that then. But yeah, it's just an old screwdriver. There you go.
Hello everyone, Peaky Dippers. Thank you for watching the premiere, as you always do, joining us every week. So as you've seen by the video, we went back to a nice little place we've been going the last few weeks. We had lots of history out there from memory, for weeks and weeks. And this was the last time we went, but we will be going back. But it's as and when. But we have had to do a few locations in between. Anyway, again, we pulled out more history. You'll see a young lad on the video who came magnificent with us.
He had a little fish.
And had a little fish. With his mum and I believe his nan.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had a little fish with us. And yeah, he really enjoyed himself, bless him. So I'll show you what we found anyway. We had some nice bits and some normal tat, but we'll show you anyway. So we've had a big horseshoe.
That's got to be the biggest one I've ever seen.
Thank you very much. So we've got a big Shire horseshoe.
That is ginormous.
Well. Then we've got, goes down to that size. That one's a bit sharp, so I might have to cut that one and equal it out.
And if you check out Outcast Frustration, everyone, and subscribe, hit the subscribe button, you will actually see some horseshoes being painted up, etc.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know, all
There's another
designs. All designs being put on them.
All these horseshoes eventually, once I've done them nice, will be available
Look at that one.
at the collaboration, the 2022 Outcast collaboration. All these little bits will go toward, you know, stuff I can do up, will go towards it, because we'll raffle them, and if we make £1, £2 on them, then it all goes to a good cause. We found this. This is metal. This was in a big lump of crud. So it was a funny shape, so I had to be careful. We had to decide whether we wanted to give it a tap or not, because it was a certain shape.
If I've caught that on
And
camera.
we didn't know whether it was explosive or not, so we I just managed to peel some of the crud away, and we noticed it's quite ornate, and we think it's some kind of a fence topper, or off a bed
I don't know if
post.
I caught that one on camera.
Oh, right. Well, I found that. I know I definitely found that. Because at first, if it wasn't so heavy and it got an hole in the end, I thought it would be a little salt shaker or something. But now it's solid iron, and it's got an hole in the bottom. So I'm presuming it's some kind of could be for a bedpost or whatever. We had at the beginning of the video, we had Swiss Army knife. I've cleaned it up as much as I can for now.
Is it
But yeah,
workable?
I've got it all loose, look. It's all
that's cool.
working.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's always handy to have an extra Swiss Army knife around the house. And sometimes they can be quite old. I don't think you realise some of them. That's that. Right, I'm going to go for the misshapes of metal now. So we've got, I found that. Don't know what it is. Again, you'll see where I pull out lumps of metal, lumps of crud, and I bash them open because there's always something in them, and this was one of the items that was in there, and I've only just noticed actually, even though I cleaned it up the other day, it's got writing on.
Has he?
I think it's W-R-E-C, I don't know if you can see that. Oh no, W-R and Co or something like that. W-R and Co, I've only just seen that. See? So, again, little piece of chunky metal like that, you don't know what it is.
No.
And I'm going to research that now, and I'll have to
Fascinating.
I'll have to let you know what it is. But it's off something, so we'll keep that to the side. We had this little chunk of metal, which we thought at first was part of a little flower bed gun, didn't we? But on close inspection, we think it's an old hammer. Perhaps an old jeweller's hammer or something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Don't know. Again, it was in a piece of crud, like that one. And we smacked it open and that was inside. That's what I like about the rivers. Then we had this funny misshaped piece of metal. I can't see any writing on that. But yeah, it's just a weird shape, just to come out of a river. So until you really like research stuff and go on Google, you don't really know what things are. Like that. Is that part of a pickle fork, or is it, I don't know. What is it? Leave a comment, guys, if you know. It's got a slightly bent shape. Unless it's just bent like that anyway, haven't you got that? So I don't know. That's that. That's the thing about rivers, you pull so many different things out. And we've got this little ornate thing here. I don't know if this is some kind of a hook. If it went like that.
Yeah.
Onto the right, it might do actually, because it's got two holes, so it might have been a hook. There you go. Found an old knife. I don't even bother with these old knives no more, guys, unless I think I can get something out of them. Them too cruddied up.
I was going to say, that's quite cruddied up.
And the blades are usually all rotten away anyway, so yeah, it's a shame, but you know, I can only do so much. We've got a fork, and we did pass the curse on to Nigel, as you've seen off his latest video.
He got more than us.
He got a spoon, a knife, a fork, and a lot.
Yeah,
And we only got a fork, so we done quite well. We had another knife and a handle. Well, I say a knife, just a part of a knife and a handle. So again, that'll just go in the bin. There's nothing I can do with that. That can go in the bin, and that one. And we got remains of an old pocket watch. I have saw comments of people saying, oh, you can clean that up, it might be gold. No, it's not gold, guys, because it's stuck to the magnet. There might be little bits of gold in the dials, I don't know, but there's not nothing that's worth anything there, unfortunately.
We always look for names, don't we? Because it's nice to put names to things.
Talking about names, look out for next week's video.
Ah.
Yes, that's going to be an interesting one, guys.
Yeah.
Hobnail boot, metal. So let's come off a hobnail boot. We've got an old thimble for sewing. Yeah, I've cleaned up as much as I can. It's skin's starting to come off.
Oh, right.
So just a thimble. Been in the river's finished it off. I think that's a little fishing weight because it's heavy. I've cleaned it up as much as I can. I can't clean up no more. It's quite heavy for what it is, so I think it's a little fishing weight. A proper old one. We've got an old belt buckle. Imagine the stories I could tell. Who's it being round and...
Like you say, it could be off this.
It could be off a shoe. The strap used to go through. It could be. I think it's too small for a belt. But you never know. It could be off anything. It could be off some braces.
It's intriguing, isn't it? All these.
It could be off some braces. It could be off anything. But yeah, just makes you wonder. We got a boat. I've been told that's off boating. So I don't know what to use that for. I don't know whether not shift out my way. Move. But yeah, got that. I have got a barge hook. A boat hook that you saw me pull up. That is currently in restoration. Because again, it's going to go towards the collab. We're going to paint it up and we're going to make it all nice.
Yeah, so look out for that one as well,
Look out for that one. We've got a fishing rod, which I think is depicting a pike.
That's another big one, isn't it?
It is. It's lost its head a little bit, but
Has it?
it's still a good. Somebody would still make good use of it.
Something like that would cost quite a bit of money.
Yeah,
I'm not saying 100, you know. Like,
Some of them could cost some money.
it's,
We've got a Ford car key. And somebody snapped that one. Perhaps they couldn't get into the fuel and they ran out of fuel and they thought, I can't drive the car anymore. So, we've got, I found this. So that would have had a wooden stick. And they would have used this to sweep the grass and the wheat and stuff like that. So it's like a little wheat shear. again, this is going to be another item I will do up for illustrations, I think. And it would make a nice piece on a pub wall or a man cave. That's if we don't fall to bits. or a man cave or something like that. We could put some wacky writing on it.
Nice to see it cleaned up and see what it looks like.
Yeah, so that's that one. I pulled up a boat plaque from the Thames. We had one the other week. It's just about, you just about see
the
it.
boat plaques, don't we?
Yeah.
Look at that date.
That one's 1925, is it?
Yeah.
So it's what, nearly 100 years old? 97 years old, something like that.
Lovely.
So that's got some history. That was on. So these was basically a registration plate for the boats on the River Thames, and it was only the Thames that had them. Hence, you can see Thames. So yeah, they're nice to collect. And Marie pulled up a gun at the end of the day. There we go. But, I think it's a toy because half of it's missing. It is a toy actually because the chamber is one piece. It's not movable.
Is it?
Yeah. See, it's welded in, so it's not separate.
Of course, yeah.
And then if you look at the hammer, yeah, it probably was an old cap gun because the hammer would have hit something. But yeah, little old toy gun. But we're going to clean that up and we'll stick it in a picture frame like that.
I did get all excited when it was on the magnet though. So, whoo!
It's a nice little find. Yeah, so a nice little old toy gun. So that's exciting when we pulled that up. So, there we go guys, that's it.
Some nice history there.
Yeah, some nice bits.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
it's your favourite find of the day.
So, on the video you'll see a key stuck in a lock that Marie pulled up, because I pulled one up first, and it was ironic because she pulled the one up. But Marie pulled up the small one, so I've took the key out, because the locks was no good. I've smashed the locks up to get the keys out. Yeah. So, that's Marie's key, out of her lock, which is only quite small. But, I say, I found the key. Right?
There's the keyhole.
There's the keyhole, which I've took off the plaque, off the actual lock, and I'll prove it's to the key in a minute.
Peaky's keyhole.
Yeah. And then this was the key I found stuck in the lock. Look at that.
That's a nice key, that is.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And I can prove it. I took the key out of the lock because there you go.
That's lovely.
That is the plate to where the key went in.
But why was the keys stuck in locks coming out?
Because what I think is there's a lot of Victorian houses behind us. We're finding fire pokers, lots of coal shovels, and these locks. And I think what they must have done is they must have renovated the houses at some point. They've just chucked it all in the river.
You love that key, don't you?
Yeah, I do love that key. That is not going nowhere. So I do like keys. I'm going to hang. I've got a lot of keys I'm going to hang up around the garden eventually, and I will do a live eventually, guys, and I'll surprise you and I'll just show you what we're going in the garden, because eventually I will get there. But yeah, look at the size of that. I love it. And 2 weeks running we had one there. We had one where the top was a bit rotten, which I'm going to chemical metal and we'll get it nice. And then we had that one. So I'm just going to paint them black.
I just found them fascinating, being stuck in the locks.
Yeah, I was going to paint them black. Yeah. So they look nice and it preserves them. So I'm happy with them.
Lovely jubbly.
And that's definitely the, as I showed you just, you can tell I took it out the lock. There it goes into there, look. Straight in. So there you go guys, thank you very much for joining us on the premiere, and I hope you're all staying safe. By the time, we've got the Battle of the Sexes Sunday, so I might go live from Battle of the Sexes, so look out for my live if you can't make it. If you can come along, it's Leamington Spa on Sunday the 10th of April. It's £5 per person.
And is it CV31?
I don't know.
1JA.
1JA, something like that. Yeah. It is all posted around. But yeah, if you can make it, please come along. everybody's fiver will go to charity. We was going to put a winning charity, but we're going to split it between the two and just be fair.
Testicle cancer and breast cancer.
And breast cancer, yeah. So we've Cancer Research UK for the big club we did. Then we've moved to this one for this one, and then we've got some ideas for the next club, but it still will be cancer related. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. Love to each and every one of you, and I shall see you. If I don't see you Sunday and you can't make it, or you meet over the pond in America and everything, I shall do a live, so look out. See you guys, thank you very much.